Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Golf, where we talk about golf sprinkled in with a lot of other things, including today's topic, Aventus. So, if you're new here and you're interested in golf and clothing and fragrances and all kinds of tooling and stuff, this is the place to be. Please subscribe, please like, help grow this channel. And certainly, if you want to see all our reviews in one place, certainly YouTube's a great place, but also you can go to Modern Golf, MODRN Golf.com, where we have all the reviews that we've done the last 6-7 months or so. So anyway, so today we're talking about something that I never thought I would ever talk about or discuss. I swore I never would do it. Aventus dupes. And so if you haven't checked out my video of my journey with Aventus over the years, I'll plug it up here and you can kind of check it out. But kind of a fun story of my experiences with Aventus through the years with the boutique and executives and all that good stuff. So Aventus is launched as I think officially tomorrow. Today is October 29th. So I think the official launch date is October 30th. So it's kind of exciting with the absolute side of things. So I thought I'd kind of get into really where do I stand currently with Aventus, my favorite dupes, and all that good stuff. So today, I wanted to kind of let people know I have tried, 20 different dupes of Aventus over the years. I think there's a lot of off-brand, what I would consider off-brand, kind of gray market brands that have basically copied Creed's Aventus. Then I think there's other brands, even niche brands, that have kind of borrowed, let's say, the scent profile and created their own. I'm a little disappointed that people do the research and development for years and years and maybe even decades to come out with a product, and then once it launches, people steal the idea and copy it. But I understand, morals aside, I understand why dupes have become popular. Like myself, I don't get any deals on anything like everybody else. And paying $500 for a bottle of a fragrance is really pricey. And that's probably why they're niche and why not everybody has them. So I understand the alternatives of the world. And so that's why I've tested a bunch. I've kind of narrowed it down to some of my favorites. And so we're just going to talk about those today. So first one up is, and I actually have, this is the newest actual real batch from Creed's boutique. This you can see in this little bottle they've sent me. And this is just Aventus, the newest batch, and I'll put the batch number up here. I just want to kind of compare this and what I think are some of the best dupes, or knockoffs, I should say, in the world today. So the original Aventus today, to me now, doesn't hit like it used to. It's still an Ambroxan monster. What I find, it doesn't last as long as it did 10, 11 years ago, but my nose has changed. I'm in my mid-40s, so obviously in my early 30s when it came out, things change, your body changes, chemistry changes. So I'm not mad at that it changes. I'm disappointed that I wish I still had the same love affair with Aventus that I did years ago. I still really like it. I just don't wear it as often. And to be truth be told, I probably haven't worn Aventus probably in the last 6, 7, 8 months. I was trying to let it kind of go away. I knew they were working on a new one to see kind of if I would like the new Absolute. So this is just regular Aventus. Again, very fruity pineapple opening. What I loved, a lot of people like, is more the dry down. I love the birch in the Aventus. I think it's really good. I think the opening is still, I will say one thing, and I've read it and seen it before, and I don't disagree. Nobody's been able to copy the opening for any Aventus. I just haven't found it. I've tried a number of brands that people say the opening's as good. It's not. I haven't found anyone that's remotely close to, and I have both Aventus and Aventus cologne that I want to get into today that I don't think are even close. I think once they settle down and dry down, they're close, but the initial opening isn't anywhere near as good as the originals. It's just facts. It's just not as good. So the original Aventus I like. This is, again, a newer batch. I think it smells great. Two things that I've kind of come into: longevity on my skin doesn't seem to be, and the smokiness and the birch really aren't there what it used to be. I just had someone in my office recently tell me, they said, man, you used to wear this cologne that you would leave your office in the building and it would still smell like it. I don't find it as much, and again, I'm a guy who only sprays maybe 2 or 3 times at most. And shout out to my guy Justin Copeland, who said, because I'm a guy who's there who gets kind of sinus headaches, I started wearing cologne on the back of my body versus the front. It's a game changer. So Justin, appreciate you, buddy. So still like Aventus a lot. If I had to give a rating today, it's probably more the 8 out of 10 than it was the 10 out of 10 back in the day. So what I've tried, I think the best value in dupes or knockoffs or copies or rip-offs or whatever you want to call it is ALT's Executive 26. They also have one that's called CEO that kind of blends the two. I will say the opening, as I mentioned before, isn't nearly as good. I think when it dries down, they are very close. And I mean 90, 95% identical. So if you're a guy who wants to try, I mean, it's really, they're super close. And I sprayed these 10 minutes ago and they've already kind of dried down. Yeah, I mean, it's super close. I'd be hard pressed to tell you which one is which besides the opening. I think ALT has done, and this isn't sponsored by them by any means, but I think bang for your buck, I think this was $60 or $65 for a 3-ounce 100 ml bottle. It's incredible. I will say one thing, I had an issue with my atomizer on this one. And I emailed them, and they sent me a new atomizer. And I will say one thing, their customer service is great. I was surprised. This is the 100 ml bottle that I have. I like it. I've worn this a few times, and have enjoyed Aventus again, and in a different way. Again, very different opening. What I will say one thing about theirs, and I don't know what they're doing differently for literally 10% the price, this lasts all day on me, all day. So again, I'll put the notes up here for both of these, but I like this. You know, what I enjoy about wearing this now is I don't feel like I'm just spent $4 spraying on me. So I like the ALT version, the alt version. It's good. I was, again, pleasantly surprised on how fresh and just the opening to me is different. So then let's get into the Aventus cologne, and this is just the cant I use all the time. I have the flat coat in the other room. I wore these yesterday side by side to kind of see the alternative. And I will tell you, not even instantly, while these are drying down, there's a little more difference than I think there is in these two. The Aventus cologne that I have is much more fresher than the ALT Executive Cologne number 27. If you watch my review before, I've gotten to a point where I like Aventus cologne more than Aventus. It's just easier for me to wear. It's really a dumb reach, a very expensive dumb reach, but a very easy dumb reach. I enjoy Aventus cologne immensely. It's probably, I wouldn't say my favorite Creed right now, but it's definitely up there. I really, really, really enjoy wearing this, and I wear this all year round. I just find it's an easy going to wear. I think Aventus sometimes is not challenging. I think it's super easy to wear, but it's definitely heavier. The ambroxan hits differently. But I definitely like the Aventus cologne. A little more fresh opening. You know, the Mandarin, it's a little more, I wouldn't say lighter, but it's easier to wear. So the Executive Cologne versus the Aventus, I can tell you, yeah, I mean, it's very different. The Aventus Cologne, the real Aventus Cologne, is fresher, smells more natural, smells more luxurious, where the alt version is, smells artificial, smells chemically. I've worn both. Yesterday I wore both, one on each hand, and to see kind of which one I like, and they definitely smell a little differently. But if you're a person that doesn't want to spend $400 or $500 on a bottle of Aventus, it's very close. It's, again, probably 90%. The opening is definitely different between those two. I enjoy the original one much more for both of them. Really, all of them. The Creed's openings are way better. If you're not a frag head and just want to test something about what something smells like, I think Alt's a great place to go. I think these are, I paid 3 for $39, or 3 for $99, sorry. And so for $30-some each, it's I don't want to say it's a no-brainer, but if you want to test something that you're not really sure how it smells, beautiful. I mean, it's just a great price point. So I guess to wrap up, what would I say about these? You know, I like them. I think they have their place on Earth. I just don't love people knocking stuff off. I'll be honest. It's not my favorite thing. I never, again, thought I'd ever be reviewing knockoffs or dupes or whatever people want to call them these days. But I think there's a place for them. You know, I enjoy having them. I think if you travel, it's a great thing to have. So if you lose it, it's $30 versus, you know, having an atomizer that's going to cost you $200 before you put anything in it. But I really like what Alt's done. Are they the same? No. Are they close? Yeah, I'd say they're 90%, 95% there. Opening, nowhere there. The freshness factor isn't there for either of them. And certainly longevity is about the same, really with the Executive 26, which is, you know, the Aventus copy or dupe. It lasts really a long time for me. The 27, the Executive Cologne, isn't as good longevity-wise, but overall, they're both pretty good. For the price point, yeah, they're hard to beat. So anyway, we're going to continue this journey. I have an absolute review coming soon. So then I'll review really all four. I'm going to do the women's, men's Aventus Cologne, and then certainly the Absolute at some point here in the next few weeks. And then we'll kind of break down what we'd like of all four. But again, if you're new, please subscribe, please like. If you've been around, please like. Thank you for your subscribing. We hope we're entertaining. If there's anything you guys want to see, let us know. But again, kind of, are these the best alternatives for Creed, Aventus, and Aventus Cologne? They're the best I've smelled, certainly for the price point. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you next time. See you guys.